It's hard being the only girl in your class who doesn't have a boyfriend. It seemed like everyone was getting into a relationship, but nobody was interested in me, and it felt so unfair. Courtney, my best friend, was always telling me not to worry, that I'd find someone soon enough, but it was easy for her to say. She'd been going out with Aaron for 5 months, and they were totally in love. And that was the other problem. Courtney was spending so much time with Aaron that we didn't get to hang out as much anymore, and I really missed her. Sure, we still texted each other lots, but it wasn't the same as when we used to spend all our spare time together. Everywhere I looked were couples having fun together. Ugh, it was all so depressing. But then everything changed when Becky, the head cheerleader, broke up with her boyfriend Ryan. Suddenly, I wasn't the only single one in our group. Becky and I had never been all that close, but we started hanging out together. And although she wouldn't tell me the details of why she broke up with Ryan, she said boys couldn't be trusted and she'd rather be friends with someone like me, someone she could tell anything. The thing was, I really liked Ryan. I'd always thought he was cute, but he never seemed to notice me. And now that I was friends with Becky, he started talking to me, but all he ever wanted to know was how she was doing. That's what gave me the idea to set up a fake account for Becky. I thought that if I could talk to Ryan as Becky, maybe I could get him to realize that I would be better for him. I set up a Gmail account and sent Ryan an email. I told him that I was still mad at him and didn't want to talk to him at school, but maybe we could sort things out over writing. As soon as I sent the email, I felt sick to my stomach. What if he didn't believe it was Becky? What if he figured out it was me? But then, Ryan replied, telling me how sorry he was for cheating on me, and when I read his email, I felt a bit guilty. He clearly loved Becky, and he was telling me things that he never would have told me if he knew who I really was. At the same time, I loved that he'd written to me. This was something special, just between the two of us. I knew that I'd eventually persuade Ryan to ask me out, and then I could stop pretending. I wrote back straight away, and we started exchanging emails. I spent every spare moment composing messages, choosing exactly the right words to push him in my direction. Everything was working just how I planned. Ryan seemed to get the message and started asking about the real me, and whether I thought I'd say yes if he asked me out. At last, it was time to put the final part of my plan into action. I told Ryan to ask me out. Sure enough, later that day, he came up to me in school and asked if I wanted to go to the diner with him. Of course, I said yes. I couldn't believe it. I thought my dreams had come true. But the problem was that they were a nightmare. When I went to the diner, Becky was there, and so was the rest of our class. It turned out that Ryan had realized who I was in the first email and told Becky. The pair of them had been writing the emails together to set me up. Everyone laughed at me. Not only did I look stupid, nobody wanted to be friends with me anymore. Not Becky, and not even Courtney. Ryan and Becky started dating again, but nobody would even think about dating the girl who pretended to be someone else. I wish I'd never sent those stupid emails.